What's up, guys? Just gonna do a quick video here on my first mod on the Indian Scout 2025. And the first mod that I did on this bike is this, the mini floorboards. They were a pain in the ass to install, so I'll put a little install video together with this one, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit for me to talk about how I feel about them, because I haven't ridden the bike yet, so we'll get to that in a second.
Alright, so I'm gonna be installing these mini floorboards on the Indian Scout. So floorboards only come by itself, they don't come with the adapter. I bought this adapter on Amazon, which is for the Indian. It doesn't say that, it says that it doesn't work with the Indian Scout, but I believe it does. The adapters come with this little things here that I believe I'll need to make them work. And this is what they look like. It was kind of hard because on Amazon and everywhere, it doesn't show that they come with these adapters. So I thought I was gonna have to order them, but apparently not. So I'm not gonna do an installation review because there are a few of those out there. Just showing you guys the parts that you need. That's basically it. I wasn't sure, so I didn't find any videos on the parts, the exact parts that you need when you order the pegs. They only come with this, they don't come with the adapters. They come with the bolts too, but they don't come with these, so you gotta order these separately. Okay, so I don't have good lighting. I'm gonna try to show you guys if I can get the camera to focus. Basically, we gotta take this bolt out, and apparently from the videos that I've seen, this here is the hardest part to get out. You gotta get this little ring out. So once you get this out, then you can pull the bolt out and take the foot peg out. So not a full installation video, but that's basically what you gotta do. You gotta use a knife or something, take them out. I have extra bolts that came with the foot pegs, and also the little adapters that go around here, so if this one gets messed up I can use those, but I'll try to use the stock one. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you guys here. This little ring goes around this, and it's basically a little spring. Camera is not gonna focus, but it's basically a little spring, and it's very hard to even see where the end is, but once you find the end, which is there, you should be able to get a knife or something and put it between it and then take it apart. So you kind of just pull the spring out of the screw and it should come off. It was a bit of a pain in the ass, but I got it. So another thing that I found that's a bit of a pain in the ass, so this here is too small to go in, which is why you need this adapter. But when you put the adapter on it, then it gets too tight. So far it seems like the easiest way is gonna be to kind of place this adapter there first. All right, so kind of place it there and then just come with this, push it, and try to hold this in place. If the solution is a different solution, I find something else, I'll let you guys know, but this is basically what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna save you guys the worst headache of your life. So when I was installing this part here, hold on, let me grab the other one. Okay, so when installing this part, you want to install it like this. Okay, so it folds up. Well, actually the other way, sorry, with the arch up. so that it folds up. So if the bike drops, it'll fold up. Problem I had, the worst issue was when trying to put this thing here to make this fit. It would just not go in like this. It won't fit. So I was struggling for like half an hour trying to figure out a way on how to get this in here. I figured that if I put this on, it would give me more grip to try to move it around, fit it in. Didn't really work. So I tried to like hammer it in there and it just wouldn't go. So I figured, you know, there's not much space. So this thing, it comes pretty bent. So what I did, I just put it down on the floor, hammered it a couple times, got it almost flat. So after I got it almost flat, I came and I put this in, put it in like this, right? So flat. And then I came with this part and I just put it in like that. And because you have very little room. So you basically, if this is flat, it won't matter. This is basically all you need. That's how much wiggle room there is in there. So put this in there and it went almost in. And then I just grabbed one of these. I laid it like that. And then I just hammered it inside. And it fit perfectly. So now it's in there. And there's no wiggle. There's wiggle on this because this is loose. But this part here doesn't wiggle at all. So I'm going to adjust now and tighten everything. But that should be it. I just got to put the little ring back in here now. Should be good to go. And then do the same for the other side. But now that I figured this part out, it should be faster on the other side. So basically, yeah, easiest way, hammer this down a little bit so it's a little bit more flat. It comes very bent out of the box and you will not be able to get this in there. If you can, let me know how you did it, but I just hammered this down a little bit, put it in like that, then just hammered it down. It fit, put the screw in, and we're good to go.
All right, guys, welcome back. So let's get back to the first impressions on the mini floorboards. So I put them on the position that is further back, that puts them further back. And as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see there from my foot position, it brought my feet back a little bit. So instead of being forward like the other ones were like this, my feet are more like this now. So brought my leg back a little bit. And I don't mind that. Actually, I feel like that's very comfortable. My feet are not as far forward as they were before, my legs. So, and it's very planted on the board now because the little knob that I had there before, the original one, I couldn't really, whenever I was on the highway, because of my foot being so far forward, I felt like I had to keep pushing my leg forward to keep a grip so my feet wouldn't slip down on the highway, right? And that was not comfortable over long rides. This here, I can chill here all day. And the position that I put it on, because these are adjustable, you can adjust them like this. It's very, so far it's been easy to shift gears. Up and down. For up, I gotta move my foot forward a little bit, and then move them forward a bit so I can move my feet down, get under it, and then lift it up. But I don't mind doing that. It's not that, I mean, I basically had to do the same with the original ones, right? So just not as much because my feet were already forward. So far I really like them. They were a pain in the ass to install it. I think I would rather take this bike apart than to reinstall them. That was the most awful thing ever. So I went downstairs to install them around 8:10 p.m. and I thought, maybe like half an hour I should be done. I finished installing them. It was past 10:30 p.m. It was bad, right? And that was because the little springs, the tiny little spring that holds the original one together, was a pain in the ass to take off. So that took a very long time. I gotta get some air in here. So that took a very long time to take off. And not only that, after I took one side off, I was trying to figure out how to fit this thing there, the adapter, for a very long time, suffering in different ways on trying to make it work, because it comes with this little adapter thing that makes it fit a little bit better. And the only way that I was able to make that work was by hammering that thing down. To make it flatter. So after I got the first side done, I got the right side done, I thought, okay, cool, now I know how to do this. Second side should be easier. I was wrong. Technically it should have been easier, right? Oh god, big pothole. And sorry about the wind noise. So technically it should have been easier, but it was not. So taking the little spring off of the bolt to take the original one off was ridiculously hard. I found the end of the spring, but I couldn't for the life of me take it off. But I couldn't take it off, and I was struggling with that for like 20-30 minutes until I finally took it off. Once I took it off, installing the new one was not too bad because I had already flattened the little adapter that it comes with. I had already hammered it down. So I put the main adapter, the one that folds up and down, and the little adapter to make it more snuggle fit. And then I just hammered it down so it would go into its place. And that was it. And then after that, it was just adjusting. But boy, it was way harder than it should have been. Okay, so watch my video. It might help you guys out if you're trying to install this, because it took me a while to figure out the best way to install them, and I think I found the best way to install them. So if you skip the install part and you're trying to install them, go ahead and go back. I recommend it. And that's basically it. I mean, so far on the freeway, they've been really nice, like really, really nice. I can literally just rest my feet flat, and it doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. This is gonna be really good. It's a game changer for longer trips. Because sometimes, like yesterday, I had to go to a client that was over an hour away. So this is gonna be a game changer. I love it. As you guys can see, it is pretty cold out. My first mod was actually gonna be some hand guards, right? And I bought the hand guard for the Indian Scout from ThinkSpeed. The problem is the hand guard, they changed the way that this here works, the rear mirror works on the 2025 model. And the hand guards, they go on these. So that didn't work. I gotta return those. So, but I need to figure out some hand guards because my hands are pretty cold right now, even with the winter gloves. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a great time. If you have any questions about the install of these foot pegs or the mini floorboards, or any questions about the Indian Scout or anything at all, feel free to leave it on the comments. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.